Hello lovely people, and welcome to a special Vlogmas episode of Sweet Aunt, Spicy Aunt, featuring the fabulous Stevie Bobby.
Hello!
Now we just filmed an episode over on Stevie's channel, the link will be in the description down below, but we're going to be answering some of your special Christmas themed, well, holiday themed?
Holidays, yeah,
Holiday themed questions for the two of us. We're here to be your agony aunts in our very own special way, giving our very different points of view.
How can I stop having to over-explain why I can't eat certain things at family gatherings?
Oh goodness, please give me the answer to this. I think at a certain point, it becomes about just self-preservation, I'm going to say. I think when someone has asked you for the 8th time why you can't eat the normal bread, you just say, I don't. Or, depending on how much you really, really can't be asked today and don't like them, explain your gastric distress in intimate detail.
Yeah, I think that with any dietary restriction for any reason, so many people need training about why it is so messed up to comment on someone else's diet or their plate or what they're eating and how harmful and dangerous it is. And unfortunately, because most people are not educated about the harm that can be caused to people who do have restricted diets or whatever, the people who do have a restriction of some kind need to be really good at setting boundaries and need to feel really comfortable with confrontation. So I would say trying to figure out what way is best for you and most comfortable for you to set those boundaries, whether that is sending an email blast to everyone with a list of rules. You are not allowed to say this. You can say this. You're not allowed to say this. You can say this. Just in general, everybody needs to stop commenting on what people eat. Like, eating disorders are the deadliest mental illness. So why are people just so rude all the time?
I know. This is a really sore point for me.
I don't even have any dietary restrictions.
My answer wasn't even like the sweetest there, but yeah, this is a really sore point for me because dietary things are something that I really struggle with. I have a really bad digestive system. I can't have sugar, gluten, dairy, garlic, onions, and a variety of other things. Pulses. It's a lot. But also I have a baby who can't have dairy, and we're now realizing it's a really bad time with gluten. So I'm very much like, okay, I'm gonna educate people the first couple of times that they talk to me about it, and then if they are still refusing to get it through their heads, if they are being in any way dangerous towards my baby, then I'm just not standing for it. I'm sorry. If you behave in a manner that puts my child at risk, you don't get invited to Christmas. Absolutely not. It's not happening. Not having it.
Yeah, and saying I don't answer questions about that is perfectly acceptable.
I feel like we've spoken enough on this topic, so I'm actually just going to eat my bread over there. Thanks, Uncle John. Done.
Uncle John and his comments.
Jeez.
Next question. What are some useful things I can ask for that are fatigue or mobility aid related as a gift?
Well, you've got that cute little cane seat.
Yes, the flip stick is amazing. I love the flip stick. For me, something I'm asking for Christmas is there's this set. Oh, I'll have to send it to you so you can put it in the description. There's this company that they're just tools to open things. So it's like basically a whole tool belt of different things that open boxes or whatever, but they're made fully of ceramic. So they can't cut you and your skin.
Oh, I see.
So they're really good for kids as well.
Oh. I do have a baby that chops things.
Yeah, so it's like a bunch of different things to cut and open things, but like is safe to skin. Oh, so cool. What things do you have?
I really like compression. I find that really helps with my fatigue. So things like a corset. I know that's really niche. Not everyone A wants to wear a corset, and finds it comfortable or helpful. But for me, I find them really, really helpful. I find they help regulate my blood pressure, actually move my blood around my body at a regulated pace, and stop my blood from pooling so much, which is quite nice. Compression socks are also great if you don't want your feet turning purple. That's quite handy.
Special ice packs. Special ice packs are always needed. Like ones that can attach to different areas with Velcro. I really want one of those migraine helmets that covers your whole face and head that are for like ice packs, but then they have like, they go like this out to where you can still get it. It's like right here is where I want the ice.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have to send me so many links for this video. I'm like, what?
Click the affiliate link.
You spend so much time finding these things, and I'm just like, I have no idea what you're about now. I like to make small adjustments to things because I think if the smaller things that you do to stop the problem happening is more helpful than having the problem and then having to help solve it. So things rather than like, oh, I've now got a migraine because I used up my energy and now I need like the ice pack, stopping from using up my energy. So things like making sure that I take my cutlery around with me. I have special cutlery that has thicker handles because my hands don't work particularly well. So things like that.
Yeah, I need to take that feather out of your cap because I'm definitely reactive as opposed to preventative.
I am very much the preventative girl.
I'm like, well, I have a migraine, but I got stuff to do, so let's strap an ice pack to my head and go about my business.
And I'm like, let's plan my life so that I do not have the migraine. I mean, it still hits me sometimes for no reason.
Next question. What are some ways that me and my partner can create our own traditions around Christmas?
Ways to create your own traditions? Honey, everything you do is a tradition now, as long as you do it again.
Yeah.
That's how it works. What do you like? What do you want to do? Plan anything. You could just choose. Watch some movies, anything you've ever seen in a movie, anything your friends used to do, anything you were like, ooh, you know, I've been growing up, I was always really jealous of my friend's family who used to do X. God, I always wish we had done X on Christmas. We do now. Yes. You do it this year and you do it next year. Tradition.
Yeah.
It's yours. You've done it. You took it. Belongs to your family now.
We have a hard time remembering that we wanted to do a tradition, so I need to like start writing it down so you can remember, because me and Josie really want to do one called the Pajama Fairy, where when you go to bed, when you have Christmas Eve dinner, the Pajama Fairy comes and gives you new pajamas to wear for the next morning, and then just appears on the bed. But we haven't done it.
Can I just ask, how does this work without like a parent to put it there for you?
Well, Jessica,
like, who is the Pajama Fairy?
We are never around children on Christmas Eve, so it's just full-on adults talking about fairies.
No, I mean, sorry. My question was more, who's the fairy, guys? Like, or do you Deliveroo the fairy?
I don't know who the fairy
is it the Deliveroo driver who turns up with
It's obviously the Pajama
some
Fairy.
pajamas? Like Father Christmas.
No one's ever seen the Pajama Fairy. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. You know, like Father Christmas comes for Claudia and then I have to leave the room. Father Christmas comes for me.
Aw, that's cute. I like that. Yeah, you know, it's all a game.
He comes individually. I mean, he doesn't come at all, obviously, because he's a real creep.
I think Jessica's catching some spice.
I'm sorry, I'm just still terrified of Father Christmas. We've had some discussions about whether we're actually doing Father Christmas. We are.
Are you?
I lost the argument. It wasn't an argument, but I lost.
How do I handle receiving a gift from my partner that I don't like?
Oh, hun. You smile and you say thank you and think that maybe they're just a really bad gift giver and they tried their hardest and they put some thought into it and it's the thought that counts, and isn't that nice?
Yeah, this is why I didn't realize that I had been giving Jessica gifts that she hated, because she was just very polite the whole time. And I need to be told. So if someone gives me a gift I don't like, I straight up say, why would you get this for me? Like, please give me your explanation for why you thought I would enjoy this gift. And then I get to know why. And then sometimes I can find like, oh, that's really cute that they thought that this and they put this together. But that's not actually true, but like it's still sweet now, instead of, I don't know, I wouldn't put on a happy face and be like, wow, I love it. But I really struggle with tact, just having it at all.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
How can I make the holidays still feel magical when I'm in too much pain physically to decorate?
That's a very good question. I think that oftentimes at Christmas we set ourselves very high expectations about what Christmas should be, what it has to be. Like, we watch a lot of films and TV and it seems to be a certain way. And I think Christmas doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be the same every single year. It doesn't have to be checking things off a list. Like, have you done this year? Have you managed to do this? Have you managed to do that? It can just be enjoying where we are in the moment and having the best time that we are able to have right then and there. And if your Christmas joy right there is lying on the sofa and watching a Christmas movie, then you are having some Christmas fun. And it's okay to not have, wow, the whole house is decorated. Oh my goodness, the Christmas tree is fabulous and it's up and there's everything on it. Wow, amazing. Because you're having some Christmas cheer and that's a great Christmas day.
I think that if you're in too much pain to do big grand things that are kind of far away from you, if that makes sense, like the lights in the tree and the tree built and all of that, I think that you should shift your perspective and figure out how to make everything look decorated on a small scale. So what I would do is I would take glasses and then get battery operated lights and string it around the glasses to where then everywhere you look, your house is decorated. Come on, that's genius.
All that, yes, all that.
Literally, just get some lights,
also an option.
hang it on your head to where you kind of see the sparkles in your periphery and look around and be like, wow, this whole house is so decorated.
You've got a point. Decorate one room. Decorate one room or decorate one wall, turn and stare at it. Done.
Yeah, like right next to your bed, get a blanket and be like, oh, I can only see this now. You know, change the perspective, smaller scale.
Sure, yeah. Or boss other people around. That's also
yeah, when your Amazon guy comes to deliver something, be like, can you
while you're here, put these lights up.
Yeah, TaskRabbit is also pretty cool.
Huh?
TaskRabbit, it's a website where you can hire people to do certain things.
Ooh.
Because, like, watch. So now everything is decorated. Like, in your periphery, you have all these lights.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know what I mean?
My entire house decorated.
I look through
Stevie, fully decorated.
Everything is decorated.
So Christmassy. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's all of the questions, but I wanted to throw in a little bonus thing, which I want a simple yes, no from both of you.
Oh, simple yes, no. Gosh, when have we ever been able to do simple?
Should this person come out by putting a pride flag inside the turkey?
Absolutely.
How
I don't
would
think
they
it
find
will
out?
still be clean though. It might not look like a rainbow after.
Like, how would that work? You should do a rainbow bath bomb so that then when you pour the gravy on, then there'll be like rainbow fuzziness that comes, but then you'll ruin the turkey.
Oh, absolutely not. Also, I don't think it will come out as a rainbow. It will come out as like a sea of colour.
Yeah.
How would people get, I'm gay, from this? I don't think they would. They'd be like, what are you doing? We're having a turkey.
Yeah, like how?
They're very
I'm so
British
confused.
family.
So you stuff the turkey with a rainbow flag, and then when you take it out of the oven, do you remove what's inside of it?
You would cut into it, and then...
But when you cut in,
You just cut
there's
the
a
meat
bone,
off. You don't cut
Josie.
underneath it.
You cut meat.
Isn't there like a tradition where you pull something out the turkey?
Stuffing.
That's when you
But
stuff
most
it.
people do stuffing like in a separate...
Maybe this
Oh
family
my,
do
we're
stuff
really
the turkey.
overcomplicating this.
Yeah.
She said yes, no.
I did say yes, no.
Yeah.
And I told you, when have we ever had
Oh.
a simple answer?
Yeah, we didn't follow the rules.
No.
I think yes, because you should do whatever you want.
I think put it in a present.
Yeah, have logistics questions, but
Confetti bomb.
I'm yes,
Rainbow
Jessica's
confetti
no.
bomb. We're both yes. Mine's just more practical.
Josie knew we couldn't answer a yes or no question.
I know. Absolutely impossible. Okay.
Let us know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you've had a good time, and I hope you're going on to have a marvellous Christmas if you do celebrate it, or a lovely Hanukkah, or any other wonderful ceremony that you are partaking in at this joyful time of year, or maybe you're just sitting on the sofa enjoying some delicious food and fuzzy, warm vibes.
Love that.
And movies. Because some good movies come out at this time of year.
So many movies.
Get the Kleenex though, because they're often quite sad.
They're moving
They are.
and sparkly.
If you've enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some of the other Sweet Aunt, Spicy Aunt videos I've made with Stevie, which you can find in the playlist down below, ta-da, along with all of Stevie's various links to where she will find her across the internet, including on your channel, which is called
Stevie.
and your Instagram, which is called
Stevie Bobby.
and your TikTok, which is called
Stevie Bobby.
and
Yeah, that's
Twitter?
it. Yeah, I mean,
No.
Twitter's exploding right
It's
now.
fine, we don't need to go for Twitter, no. Never mind. Forget about that one. Awkward. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.